I have only mobilized the people to come back to the party.
Hey.
Yes, they had gone away. The other last elections, where Sechkubo is voting from, the voting area, in a Rwembu, this man of Nup is who? The president. Chagulanyi.
Robert Chagulanyi.
Got the same votes Sechkubo got, and they defeated President Museveni. I have now.
So is that bad? That means people hate General Kaguta Museveni. They no longer want him. They no longer like him. He's a bad leader. That's the sign.
Now collected 200 cards of NUP from those people who voted. They have come back to the party. Yes. So I am finishing NUP there to not be there by now.
Now, I think you can see why General Ashande was sent to Remiaga. Not fight Sechkubo, but fight National Unity Platform in Remiaga. To fight Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine, Chagulanyi from Remiaga, from Zimbabwe, so that people don't vote him. Or people can vote him and then they rig the votes. And the actual results from the polling stations, from the polling centers, don't reach Kampala to show what Chagulanyi got really in Remiaga, so that they can alter the results. That's why this gentleman, General Ashande, is saying they are fighting Sechkubo because in the 2021 general election, the votes Sechkubo got are the same votes Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine got. So they wanted Sechkubo, the votes he got, and Chagulanyi to be altered, the Chagulanyi votes to be altered and be given to General Kaguta Museveni to paint a picture that the people of Remiaga elected for General Kaguta Museveni. Yet, in the actual sense, they voted for Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine. Now they brought in General Ashande to change that, so that in 2026 they can alter the results to be in favor of General Museveni. Yes, the people on ground in Remiaga, they have not elected for General Kaguta Museveni. This is his mandate. He's now giving us the reason why he is in Remiaga. Ndoza mukitegedde ensonga emulese nti luli Sechkubo teyafaayo, abalonzi abaamulonda Sechkubo be bamu abalonda Chagulanyi. Aline bigenda ne ku international media nsensi ona neemanya nti Remiaga Chagulanyi yasinze General Museveni. Kati ono kyekimulese okukyusa bakole kyonna ekisoboka balaba nno babubba. Chagulanyi amefuna akalulu n'akamu. Ndowooza owulira.
Because all these 200, I'm handing them over now to the party. I'm taking these cards to the party. So we are mobilizing people to know that the person who has been doing all these things is an individual. Sechkubo, we should understand him. And he has been not developing this area so that people can hate the government.
Is it a must that people who vote Sechkubo are supposed to vote President Museveni?
Yes, but if if he calls himself an NRM, Sechkubo, how can NUP vote Chagulanyi and vote you and not vote the president whom you represent? Can NUP vote me, for example, now? And then they don't vote President Museveni, but they vote me and Chagulanyi, and I think that is a normal thing, then there is a problem.
There are areas where NRM MPs succeeded, and President Museveni did not succeed in the last election.
Yes, but that's a problem. This is what we want to remove. If I am NRA and NUP gives me votes and they vote Chagulanyi, do you really represent NRM and President Museveni in a party? Am I a party member? Do I do my things right? Then we need to go back and study what is the problem.
I think that brings us to the problem of ideology and identity.
There is no party that has a better ideology than NRM. Even today, even tomorrow, even 10 years to come. Tell me the ideology of NUP. Tell me their political program. Tell me.
Is to stop the theft of the taxpayers' money. That's what we are after, to stop the theft of our taxpayers' money, to make it of use, to construct roads, schools, hospitals in every part of Uganda. That's our ideology. To stop you, the greedy judges, from stealing our money. Your intention is to steal our money, is to make us so poor for your own benefit. You've stolen everything from us. We want to be human beings. We want to live. That's our ideology. We are fighting for our life. We want to live. We want rights to live. Our rights to live. We are abducted, killed, tortured. You are just killing us anyhow, the way you want to kill. You shoot and kill. People are yearning. People are angry. Hungry. Abantu bayala. Abantu balina enjala. People are so poor. There are no markets where to sell their produces. Farmers, they don't have where to sell their coffee. And now you are just muli mukusala bei ya buli kirime. We don't have loads where to transport our produces to markets easily. You can take almost a full week transporting your matoke, transporting your kasoli from your village to the market. But because our roads are so poor, even it's very expensive to transport groundnut, transport bean, transport maize, transport matoke, transport anything from the village to the town. It's very expensive because of bad loads. You need to buy, instead of using like 5 to 10 liters of fuel, you must use 30 liters of fuel to transport your produce from the village to the market. And that means you have to increase on the price of your produces or your agricultural products you are selling in the market, and in return they might lot before selling them all, and you lose the money, and you end up saying, bro, ebyokulima mbivuddemu, ebyobusuubuzi mbivuddemu, kubanga ebirime bivunda tebabigula, bwengezaako okuongeza kabeeyi abantu tebampa ssente, ate amafuta ga buseere bwe mbitundira ku bbeeyi eya wansi sifunamu. Okitegedde nfiirwa bufiirwa. Kati omuntu nabira nga ali mu kubonaabona okwo olwa gavumenti yammwe mbi General Shande. Abantu tebaba bakyawa mbuno muli babi nnyo oba muli baki, naye baba bakyawa olw'okuba bimuteekeddwa okukola temubikola. Mukola byammwe. Mulemereddwa okuzimba engulu otambuliza ebintu byaffe. Mumwefaako mwe ng'abantu. Kati naawe ozze kulyamu. Mbwalwanyisa Nuupu talina agenda. Tugirina. Twagala kuba abantu, twagala kuba balamu. Twetaaga eddembe lyaffe ery'obuntu. Tube nga tufuna ebyo bye tuteekeddwa okufuna mu musolo gwaffe gwe tubawa.
Do they have any? Tell me the other one, or this other one is what? FDC. What do they have?
There's FDC, there's PFF.
What do they have?
In
Have
fact,
you ever seen?
there are around 30 political parties.
Yes, but tell me their ideology and political program, so that people enjoy, in order not to vote NRM, who are grass-rooted from LC1 up to national level. What? That's not true.
I have had interviews.
It's just individuals. Let us must clear that one. It's just individuals who have their own interests that actually internally the campaign NRM. People like Sechku. That's why they are the one campaigning their own party. They are putting on a red shirt inside and a yellow one outside in order to get votes. If they don't use that yellow thing, they will not be voted in. So NRM still stands strong today, tomorrow, and in the future. There is nobody who is ready. We don't have even an opposition. No, just have some people running around. They are now getting money from outside, building skyscraper. How do you bring money and build skyscrapers here in Uganda, in a place that you don't trust its security?
So, General, we are going to head a bit to the question of experience, because it is also an area where people are questioning your experience in politics. And that's why most of them were saying, no, you have just been sent to disorganize the area.
I went to the bush when I was 17 years. I know the ideology of NRM. I grew up with it. I came with it. I've been a political commissar. Recently I was working as a chief, the last one after defense attaché in China. I came here and worked as a chief of civil military cooperation. And most of that was mobilization of people, solving problems between the soldiers and civilians. I am a master of our ideology. So I am not young in this politics. A general is not young in politics. A general is a politician, is a diplomat, is all this. So I'm not young. I know what I'm doing. If you are young in all this, you cannot go and remove Sechkubo the way he was. I can assure you, I'm not as simple as they think.
So that's enough demonstration.
I'm telling you, it's not enough. They will see. But if you see how Sechkubo does,
is it because you acknowledge that Sechkubo?
No, it's because I have exactly told them what they have been missing. Yes, because of what I have been in throughout the years. 43 years in the army. I know we have grown up with this man, this President Museveni. If you stay with him for 43 years and then you are not mature in politics, then you have a problem. Actually, the politics is only to satisfy the interest of the people, give them their security, that's all. What is the problem? Then I have been a diplomat. If you want to go to that sector for 10 years, representing Uganda in 5 countries: China, Vietnam, Cambodia, North Korea, and Laos, as a defense attaché.
Then why would people question your credentials?
It's their problem. It's their problem. You see here people authoritatively talk about something that they don't even understand about. Because they speak a lot of English with no sense at all.
Because up to now, it is still...
They think I should also go to this social media and also cry, I am like this, no. If you want to know, come here. If you don't want, stay there. We'll stay at my place.
Maybe they want you to show them some
of your... what?
Some of your
To show what? I don't talk like Kasuku. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, are there?
Because when...
I have finished my international relations degree now at Nkumba University. Yes. I'm about to graduate. So what is the problem?
They said no, actually what you're presenting, that you went to the military course, that was way back before the National Council of Higher Education.
Who says? Is it my UPDF? Is it the National Council of Higher Education? Who other has an authority over my papers other than the other ones? There is a body that they should contact. If they are satisfied, who are you to question it? Tell me, an individual Sechkubo questioning my papers, but the other ones have said, you go ahead. And that's everybody, that's where everybody passes. Is that right? And they have also, okay, you go. And I have gone. And then you hear somebody questioning, and they say, people are saying, who are those people? The bodies, the people who are supposed to clear me, have cleared me. I have been nominated. And then you're asking me, why are people saying, who are those? Let them come here, show them papers. Tell them to come. Huh? Yeah, let them come here. What is the problem? Everybody, plus even I think President himself, I think. I don't know whether he also passes there, I don't know. But I know he clears most of these members of parliament, all their papers. Yes, and that's why I go through. They create, so now you go to newspapers, authoritatively talk about my papers, which you even don't know. It's a pity.
In the time you have followed the politics of Zimbabwe,
yes,
have you ever sat with?
Now, he went back, he went to university, Kumba University, for adult education. And now he's going to be awarded a diploma because he wants to be a member of parliament. A full general going back to education, to school, to get education, to get educated, to get a diploma or a degree, because he wants to be a member of parliament. Yet you are a general, and you claim you fought for this country to be at peace the way it is. Okay, you are welcome. Agamba mbu Ssekikubo abadde w'amaanyi nnyo nga si mwangu kujja lw'emiyaga. Nze kankubireko General Ashande. Bw'abanga abantu lw'emiyaga mu 2021 balonda Ssekikubo ne balonda ne Kyagulanyi. Never underestimate that. And I'm telling you, you will not go through. Ne bw'onobba, nze nkulayirira, ne bw'onobba akalulu kakuno kumulamu Seppiki tojja kuyita muti bagenda kulonda abantu lw'emiyaga. Ojja kabba, okitegedde, ne tojja kugenda mu parliament. Owulira nno oli wakambi nnyo, anti 2026 Kyagulanyi agenda okuba mu ntebe. Tetwagala babbi kugenda mu parliament. Gwe just linda olabe.
Ssekikubo, first of all, before coming to
I told him, I said, "Code, I still have a recording here. I can even give it to you." I said, "Why don't you sit down? Because you can no longer go anywhere. You are ashamed to yourself." And he said, I said, "You want 30 years? That's an abuse. We're abusing the people again when we have come." I went to the bush when I was 17 years. There are things that actually took us to the bush to fight. You come back after 43 years and you find what you fought for is still happening in your own area.
Now, whose problem? Oya bete mengalike emmandu abwanike walampa bano ne boogeza ebigambo. Kati ogwo musango gwani? Atugambe musango gwani gwaffe gwa Ssekikubo gwani? Gwammwe abaalwana nga tumina kigendererwa. Nti mwalwana bulwanyi okufuna bifo, mwalwana bulwanyi okukyusa mbeera yammwe ng'abantu n'esikukyusa mbeera ya ggwanga. Kyovulaba after 43 years gy'ogamba gye mubadde General Museveni tewali nkyukakyuka ne mweri mu ggwanga Uganda. Kati oluvannyuma lw'emyaka egyo nga muli mu buyinza ovaolanga ddala n'ogamba ye twalwanira ki nga bye twalwana tebiriiwo kubanga temwalina nsonga ebalwanya gwali mululu na mulugube.
In Rumiaga, when you meet 10 people in the morning, 7 are going to court for the court hearing with their member of parliament over land grabbing, and the 3 are looking for service delivery outside the district, outside the county. So this is the daily thing.
So if some things have gone wrong for 25 years, will the 5 years be enough for you to correct it?
Uganda, things had gone wrong for so many years. But if you see Uganda today, do you know why there are no people who can fight war in Uganda? Because almost everybody has something to protect. So all these buildings you are seeing, it's not for an individual person. You tell them to go and fight. These ones, they cannot go. Because they have something to protect. Things had gone wrong for so many years in Uganda, but things have been corrected in these few years. So it's never too late to do the right thing. It is never too late to do the right thing. That's what I have written on my posters. Yes.
So, just from your political lens, how are you seeing the country?
Let me tell you, there are only a few things that we need to tackle. For example, the issue of youth. So you see, so many people talk about employment. Employment is not an issue. Even in China, where I have been, it is difficult to employ all those youth that come out of the school. But if, for example, you can now have intentional border markets. All these neighboring countries get food from here. Why don't we have border markets? And all these youths go to sell that food. Go to exchange those currencies, change the money, the dollars with that. If we have a border market in Arua, in Kasese, in Kabare, in down in North Tanzania, in Bukanga, in Mutukura, in all these Busia and your areas, and we have intentional market. This is how, for example, China developed. They built all these, where there was industrial areas, on the sea, so that from the factory to the ship, and it persuaded most of the people. So if we have first start with that food, we have, for example, livestock market.
Rwashande yogera abimanyi. Obadde China bino biraba. Wabigambako mukamaawo. Kimunayo manye kiri China kiri ABCD. We can do it here. Kwango ina influence eri mukama ojo mukaguta Museveni. Kye kigaano bimugamba. Tuketa za afuka mbako parliament oloko byogere. Oba gweka ayina omumwa lwaki tobigamba batabani bamwe mwina mutabani wamwe muhozi mwina mwala wamwe simanya kaismare kisiki mwala wa kutesa yani wesembabule yani mwala wa kutesa mweri nyandi mwera bide smake kisiki ayina mwala wa kutesa alesembabule mbaka wa parliament lwasana batu mugamba kutesa badu mbaka wa parliament weyo sembabule lwaki batu bigamba samu kamba kutesa lwaki batu mugamba najana byogera mu parliament lwaki bamutula mu meeting ne mukama aweza amaje lwaki tumugane mukama wange gwanga ngali gwawo omanyike nakopye China ABCD nabikola sino nkodomali kati gogeno bikola tumalira budde na biseera ekiriwo kubajja mu ntebe mugende kafodongo mutuvire kubanga you are going to do nothing you can't tosobola kulemererwa kubako kyokola mu myaka 4 n'olemererwa n'ogamba kukyana mu ogumu wera kubako kyokola tosobola ng'obaddewo nga gw'olina obuyinza gw'olina essente ne bikulema n'ogamba okyagala obudde bulala kati nga ne bwagala tojja kuwayo sekikubo kisanja kimu naffe tubayo wadde kisanja n'ekimu gwe ne Museveni wo.
These Congo people eat our food, eat our cows. If you find them in Arua, they come every day to look for food. They don't have anything to eat. So there are things, the small scale industries. Okay, small scale industries. Things, small industries that can help the youth and develop. If the youth, for example, in my area, I gave them, recently I gave my youth, a group of youth, I gave them a block making machine. And I want them to have an agreement with the district that everything they are going to build in every financial year, let them be the ones to supply the blocks. For example, we are going to commission our road, tamaking, from Zimbabwe to Kabamba to Mwende. Let the youth have, even if they don't have the contract, they can subcontract to do even the infrage, the small bridges, the what, or supply the bricks and pavers. And then you see how much you have. Then you don't have any quarrel with the government. So long as the income is bigger than the expenditure, then we will not have any problem. And this is what we should fight for.
When you talk about income, there is a great inequality, especially among the employed and the unemployed even those who are employed.
I want to take example of Chiruhura. Chiruhura gets about 1 billion liters of milk every day. And it's the youth. You see tanks and tanks and tanks of milk coming in. And you don't have this problem of unemployment. Chiruhura, even if you're selling 800 shillings per liter, that means 800 million every day in the pockets of peasants alone. If you see in Remiag, they have a lot of maize. But if you can build cooperatives and stores to store maize, a lot of maize, and we call people to come and buy in bulk, and it's there, and we open up these roads, and people have that money in there, then you will have solved the bigger problem of employment. Yes. So those are simple things that are lacking.
Mawodebe nagambe mkono nga tutandika. Wano kati ali muko kubandobo byennyini byali mu kwogera byennyini ebitaliiwo. Anaavunanyizibwa okuzimba enguudo mu ggwanga. General Shande simmwe. Tetubawa ssente zaffe mukole ebintu temuganya okubikola. Kati ani agenda okubikola. Musuubira bikola mu myaka 4 nga mumazeewo wano emyaka 4 musuubira okubikola kati mubirowooza kulumira nno byetaagisa. Wabanga ovuga mbinyane bikuba omugongo ye mmotoka zimwe zikuba emigongo muvuga ziri ez'amalayo. Okitegedde kati lwe babiraba kati kibaagala tugana nno bakati bagenda bikola kati bulijjo mulabawo bikola. Where have you been? You have been here for over 43 years, General Ashande, you've said it. General Museveni for almost 60 years has been here. He knows Uganda. But 40 years in power with the budget, with the authority, he has done nothing. Nothing.
That we can do to help on unemployment. We cannot, this government cannot employ. Today, if you know how many people graduate, how many students graduate every day, nobody can employ them. But we have to look for an alternative on how they can do. Yes, how they can work for themselves. That's why it was an intentional plan of having a technical school in every Gomborola. So that people even who don't have school fees to finish, but they can learn something to use their hands.
Why did this all take too long to? What you speak is something that would have done several years ago.
Yes.
Wonderful, Oga. Bro, that's a question I have been waiting for. Thank you, Oga. What a question, Oga.
Implementers, those such kubos, people who discuss them on parliament and who monitor them to be implemented in their villages. Those are the ones who died.
And the parliament you're coming to, the critics of this government have really called it a rubber stamp of government. President Yoweri Museveni.
No. It's because they are people who are not serious.
But yes, there are people who are not serious, but they are NRM, member of parliament. They are over 400 NRM member of parliament, 400, 300 something, 400 I think. They decide on what to be done in Uganda, everywhere. They have the numbers. What have they done? Because they are not serious. So you mean you are serious, more serious than those 400 NRM member of parliament who are in parliament? You are more serious than them. So for you are going to do something special from what they have been doing there? It's not the parliament, the NRM member of parliament who are not serious. It's you, the top head, Akatambi Museveni is the one who is not serious. And now, that's why we're saying, if the member of parliament are not serious, even you will not be serious, because we are not going to change anything. So we better chase away the whole head. We better chase away General Akatambi Museveni and go. Then we get a new government that will be there for the people of Uganda, what will do for Ugandan, that will do something for Ugandans. Not you who just want to eat. Rwashande.
Why should you bring people to go and fight in parliament? Fighting. You see people like
So tell me, if people fight, MPs fight in parliament, does that stop the government to do its work because MPs fought in parliament? We've been here, guys, and we've seen this coffee bill, so many bills. People have been fighting in parliament, and at the end of the day, the bill passes, and General Museveni signs it into law. So, what have they done? Nothing. Meaning, whatever they do, it's useless. Buli bye mukola bya kikwangala. Tulina kubajjawo bujja tutereze eggwanga lyaffe. Okitegedde General Ashande okulwana mu parliament kigaana emirimu gya gavumenti okukolebwa era balwana sente era budget bye mbamwetaaga ne biyitawo bwe bimala okuyitawo then tufunamu ki tewali nti anti balwanira mu parliament ate nga bibadde balwanira byayiseemu mwabiyisizaamu kati lwaki temubikola okitegedde lwaki temukola kulwa fevali abanayuganda nemukola abanayuganda bye beetaaga ne batabala nga tebalina kye babalabamu nebagati baali balwanira ki naye mwesibako ekyo to fight in parliament bwe balwana tebyayitamu byayitamu then bwe byayitamu watuyamba ki tubifuniddemuwa
ekikuubu. Some of them they have got degrees but they are not exposed to anything. They haven't gone out to see how other countries are working. And it is very dangerous to get a degree from Rwemiyaga. You were born in Rwemiyaga, studied there. You only crossed to Rwera, coming to Makere to graduate, and you went back. You have never gone. You may find the passport expired, or he doesn't even have.
For 25 years that he has been.
But he's the member of Rwemiyaga constituents, not China, not US. So he has to be with his people. I don't know, agenda kukubira endondi gutandiko joboje awo agenda okuwangwa agole mu kujirega okuba mu nakyalo banakyalo gwe baagala gwe China ojja kuddayo China yandi badde China for 10 years ojja kuddayo.
I have never heard him going outside the country.
Not even Kenya.
You need to go and see what other people do. That's why you are going to have a problem in globalization. Free movement of people when they come here. The Somalis and the Eritreans have taken up the jobs here because they have traveled, they have seen, and they are bringing in their money, and they are taking money outside this country. But the youth, what they are doing, our youth are not doing it. I want to tell you that the day President Museveni will not be in this country, that's when you would even want to leave that ready and go home.
General, are you not...
I am telling you, if you see how authoritatively people talk about issues of leadership, they think it is a simple thing. No, it's not. And you can see there is when a country is there for an individual. If you see this UPDF without Museveni, they can also be like UNLA.
But Uganda was here before Museveni. Uganda has been here with Museveni. Meaning Uganda again will be here without Museveni. Don't be so dumb like that. General Ashande. Don't be so dumb like that, Brody. Uganda is all about Museveni. Tell you what they jakuba obulu jate nyirira ate kulakulane. Mujuse no kujusa naye twali tukolachi. Emyaka gye twamalana twali tukolachi. Obanga twayonone gwanga tulifa omugwanga tubalibbe tubataka tubakino tubakiri. Dabagwe gwanga balitimuka. Labagwe ganga balinyirira. Mwe musabe busabe bulamu mubeerewo ko nga kyagulanya kulembere gwanga lino. Mpipire fulesa nga lwaki tebeerawo. Choga Museveni asanga wano je. Chogamba Kenya tebaliyo. Amawanga matagaliriyo Museveni nayo yafugayo. Nyemmwe.
But there's somebody who can say no. That's why at most of the time these people, whoever they were going to demonstrate, this opposition, they could first ask whether President Museveni is around, because he's the one who can say, please don't kill them, leave them.
Hey.
So President Museveni is, I don't know, people should talk about it, but may have not seen any other person.
Okay, if he's the one who can say don't kill them, we will see, because it's soon going. We will see. ate munatabame kumanyi bashando mbere ne mwe pika ne mwe wagawaga kimuga mwe temufata mwina musaite mwina mibiri mwe muri banjawulo kuffe ndana uyo n'amaaso abiri nga gennina oyine nnyindo nga gennina omumwana amatu yennina omutwe byennina kineze saso bali nsala likutta byanjawulo ki leo badongo bagalo tutiisa boy dunanga otalugenda kubeerawo fena tujja kufa naye tusobola kusigala kyoga gwe wacho gwe oli wa bulletproof ntombere wa bulletproof akubesa steriyitamu yeah ala badongo berimba your time is coming.
Maybe young people are coming up, but these old ones chagurani mazima hapana hapana.
So what could be the best solution? Supposing
Andrawa generation liroseka nobody yabisekanga Museveni abana afana Museveni tatufuze myaka ana Awulanja tufuga 10 jokka ashitegedde naye yatandika dofuga General Museveni akamufugira emyaka 5 bweddu yewe 5 mukaga 5 jagafugira General Museveni bana Uganda bagenda bakulembera emyaka 10 jokka mwanawe lwashande muli naye ojja kuyoza kyagwa banne nga twahide tusubira mwana gwoli mulungi bwoti ng'obwoma nabonyirize eggwanga lyaffe nange lwashande mpita ku nguudo ezinyume mutali nfuufu bannange labanga ng'endeerwa emiyaga ojja kweyagalira mu nsano lwashande nga Kyagulanyi yakulembera oseka n'ensuba eno gwe tolinayo emisango eyo naye nawulidde olina abantu bewasse mu kalulu ka Ssekikubo nga muli mu byammwe ebya primaries ogwo nno omusango gwa Naggomola kubanga tulina okukwata tubuli abantu wasse baaki walina okuba accountability ku buli abafa buli atta abantu alina okuba accounted for abantu bafe alina okuba accounted for walina tuwa accountability wasse baaki badde bakoze eki bw'obanga wasse byamanyanga nga bakusiba bwe libanga etteeka ly'okutta likyaliwo nga naawe bakutta kitegedde General Ashande so seka kubanga mumanyi mulina emisango gye mukola era Kyagulanyi olukwata bwati jijja kuvaayo mutubulye mu bitebye byabeerangawo bitya mwabatanga babakoze eki aneesekereko Ashande ng'ali mu kaduuku ne General Museveni.
But the solution for what? Do we need that solution now?
Honorable,
why when we are still teenagers you saw that there needed to be a solution to remove the legal elected government that was there for Obote. It was okay for you to go and hold guns to fight and kick out the already elected government in power. For you it was okay, all right? Now for us, it's not okay. Anakugambye ndino okulaba kwakoma kumwe n'okutegeera ndi ffe kati abantu tulaba ffe tuli ndiga tuli bifegete mwomo ali mutegeere nnyo.
No, let me tell you, systems will build themselves. The party which is there will have a leader in future.
Not now.
For example, if we have, for example, General Muhoozi as our next guarantor of national and personal security, you can see how he's controlling. He has fought corruption in UPDF. It had started now to enter. He's silencing it. What we had failed to build when we were there for all these years, he's building now the biggest headquarter in Uganda here. They are finishing up down the hospital.
In Mbuya.
In Mbuya. The hospital had delayed there, I don't know for how many years. He's finishing it and going to start to operate. He has gone to all these operations the way they are being run. You can hear some silence. That means that there is somebody in charge. Then we are happy for what is happening for us who know actually the circles of the military. Me, for example, I for one, I'm happy. At least tackle anybody, other people, other departments can be corrupt, but not the army.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. The key word is the system.
Okay. General Ashande katubasabire n'omutabani wa Mogo mutembeeta mula nno y'amaanyi. Meaning wali ba UPDF commanders abadde bajja babeerako mubadde mukikola kagendere nga temubawa ssente tebakukola nga mubirinza mwana wammwe mufaananyise bulungi nti alinayo kyakoze. Bannayuganda balaba fe tuteeke waaga ffenna situliiwo nsaba tubeerewo balamu generation temutta bannayuganda mubaleke namwe tubasabira mubeere balamu. Uganda eno ekyuke mulano we mwali mulowooza byali bifu nti byali bifu. Your next guarantor for security of security guarantor wa security yammwe so si y'abannayuganda okukuuma byemubye tugenda bibajja ku musaaga mmwe.